Hi, today I'm going to be talking about my pivot pegs. I'm going to show you how you can change the position of them. So I'll show you how to go from this to this. If you don't know what pivot pegs are, like the name suggests, they are pegs that pivot. So they keep your foot in contact with the peg while you're going up and down hill. They're very good, I'm very happy with them, really good quality. Made here in Australia. I have the topper kit on these, just so it doesn't chew my boots out. I'll show you what they look like without them. This is my normal standing position. That is sitting. And when I first put these pivot pegs on, while I like them, I found them just slightly annoying the way they have to pivot for my normal riding position. So you lift your foot slightly to use the brake, and there's just that little bit of pressure there. It's just a little bit off-putting. So I'm going to show you how you can change the position of them. Peter from Into ADV sent me a set of instructions from Pivot Pegs showing you how to do it. It's basically the same with all bikes. I'll show you on my V-Strom 650. Basically, all you need to do is change the mount from left to right. So this is the right mount with the right peg. So you put the left mount with the right peg, if that makes sense. So I'll show you how to do it. So you take here we go, put it the right way up, 17mm spanner. It's not quite enough room to get the ring end in, so open ender. So we undo the nut on the end. Oops, stay there camera. We have one nut, flat washer. Now just be very careful of this inty binty little O-ring, it's very tiny. I have one of these little E-clips, try not to lose that. Pull our pin out and try and keep all that together. So the last letter on this part number is an R, which I'm assuming is for right. So we take that off and we do the same on the left hand side. So this is the left hand mount, last letter is an L. Now you can see it's got that little bit of a boss there. See, it's now at the top rather than the bottom, so it lowers the peg. Now it says this will lower your peg about 10mm. I actually found it tilted it forward, which suited me much better. I'm about 6'1", and I found this really great. So we put the pin in, oops, put our fiddly little E-clip back on. While that's apart, I'm going to put a little bit of grease on that. Just make sure that spring stays in position. Slide the peg back in. Nope, what's going on there? There we go. You've just got to make sure that pin lines up with the slot there. The O-ring, be very careful with the O-ring, make sure it sits in its position properly. If it falls out, it'll pinch and break very easily. So if you put the washer on and push it right up there, it should hold it in place. Do our nut back up. Make sure everything pivots nicely still. Rightio, which takes us to this. My foot, the peg's parallel with my foot where I'm normally standing, and when I'm sitting. So what was happening before, when I'd slide my foot forwards or backwards, it would the peg would pivot and grip onto my foot. So I found this only changes the peg slightly, but it feels much better for me in my riding position. I've really come to love these pegs. This bike came with SW Motec pegs on it, which were height adjustable. I snapped both of them. For the price, these are about the same price as the SW Motec, and these are way better. I'd much prefer these. Alright, thanks a lot for watching. Comment below if you found this useful, and I'll see you next time.